Okay. Reilly, a great match to kick off the Laver Cup. Obviously not quite the result you wanted. Do you want to just talk us through the match?
Yeah, I just kind of got out-served there, I'd say, and I played one poor point in the breaker on my own, and that was really it. Yeah, I thought I took care of everything I needed to take care of. The court's really tough for a server, that's for sure. But, I thought the way I played would have done the job, or, given me the 50-50 chance that I like against just about anyone, besides Carlos, of course.
Okay, let's have some questions. Okay.
Kind of frustrating because not much separated you guys today for sure, but you played him before. What makes him so tough?
His serve. Yeah, he's one of the best servers in the world.
Is he always like that?
Yeah.
He was underrated that way, huh?
Not on the tour. Not from guys that play him and watch him, no. I mean, this guy was 2 in the world, playing for the #1 spot. He was a set away from it pretty much at the U.S. Open. I mean, if you do that in today's game with, Novak around and Carlos and Yannik, that means you got a big serve and a big forehand at least.
Pat, I didn't have my headset on listening when there was a sort of moment where you were having what looked to be a fairly intense conversation with Andre. I was just curious, like, what you guys were talking about and what your impressions were as you were observing the match from your position at this point.
Did you listen to the conversation?
No, I said I wasn't.
Oh,
I didn't have my headphones in at the time.
I don't know what I was saying to him. We could have just been talking a big pile of shit, for all I know. But we were having obviously a discussion about it. I think the intensity in my face might have been saying, I don't know what else Reilly can do here, especially the surface. It doesn't obviously really suit him very well. But in saying that, if it was fast, I still don't know how you get back Ruud's serve today. He served at, I think he must have made over 20 to 25 first serves in a row. And I looked across at Tim Henman and I went, I've never ever seen a serving display like this in my life. And he just said, I totally agree. It was impressive. And Reilly hung in there and he did everything he could. And he had so much pressure on him. What I was really impressed with was if he lapses for half a split second, any time in that second set, it's 6-4, 6-4. And he didn't. He held it together. When the guy's serving like that, there's not much you can do. He had to fight hard in a couple of service games. He did it. He did everything he could do. Yeah, you can go, woulda, shoulda, coulda, I could not. Maybe I shouldn't have played that slow forehand approach, in the breaker, which cost him the point. But in hindsight, that's always easy. I really couldn't fault him. I was just sitting there going, mate, you're doing everything you can.
And Reilly, you said the surface is really tough for a server. That's what you said?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the surface of the ball or the combination, but it's quite unique.
And can you expand on the uniqueness of it and just like what it feels like compared with other indoor surfaces, I guess, is the only fair thing to compare it to?
Yeah, it's just bizarre. It's kind of like a sandpaper surface with a ball that really puffs up, but it's not like. I was also able to use it to my advantage. I won a lot of points from the baseline today because the guy like Casper, if I give him a high forehand, it's point over no matter where in the court it is. And on a court like this today, I got to be able to defend and work my way back into some rallies. So it works for both sides. Like, yeah, I may not get 25 aces on this surface, but I'm also going to get some more chances and second, third chances and points that normally I wouldn't. But he just served really well today where that wasn't the case. The one time he didn't serve great, I had a bunch of break points. Slower. It's slower than any other court you'll find in tennis.
What I think the difference to me is with the surface is, yes, it's slow, but if you hit your targets really tight, it can still go through, like we saw with Ruud and Opelka, Reilly today. You can do it, but if you miss by this far when you're used to that ball coming through really fast and really hard. It's still a very, very difficult serve to get back. It's stopping, it's checking. And you can't afford to miss your serve by even that far because it's going to the hitting zones of the guys. So, you sit there and go, well, why did Ruud serve so well and why did he get free games? He hit his spots like I've never seen.
Yeah, he's a great server. I mean, he's really good. It wasn't much of an anomaly on his end. I'm not so surprised. Maybe better than 80%, which is I'm sure like above his average by a good bit, but he still was 2 in the world. I mean, give him some credit. I'm not surprised that he serves really well and has a really big forehand. I mean, he's had an insanely good career.
This one is for Patrick. When fans think of Riley, the first thing that comes to mind, of course, is his truly incredible serve. But could you talk about other aspects of his game, other aspects of him as a player, his movement for a big man, his backhand, that sort of thing?
Yeah, well, what he can do is produce incredible amount of power from anywhere in the court, and he showed that again today. Big forehands, probably 1 or 2 meters behind the baseline. Big backhands down the line, cross court. He was hitting, and it's very uncertain for the other opposition to know how to play him, because you can't be safe from the baseline, but you want to be safe because you know you can't keep making those shots. He red lines it, but the thing is, he does, and he's going to break you if you do not play really aggressively as well from the baseline. So there's a lot of uncertainty for the opposition, and obviously the movement's incredible. You don't be 7 foot tall and move like that. So to me, when I'm watching him play, they're some of the standouts that I see, and obviously his serve is what it is. It's a great serve, and he's got scope to even work on his game. I see little things where he can tighten, maybe coming in a little bit more behind those big forehands. Sometimes you think he relies on hitting another big shot, but he can. That's his problem. He can hit it. Well, I'd like to come and see him put away a volley every now and then, and once he starts putting that more and more into his game. He did it a few times today and it worked well. There could be more times I think he can use that sort of aspect of his game to put more pressure on the other guys. But in saying that, I don't know what else he could have done today on that surface, which does not favour him one bit. So it was really impressive, and we're all really proud of him in the team.
Okay.
Riley, if you don't mind a question not about the match, I hear from Fonseca that he considers you to be one of the most fun guys on the team, most pleasant to be around. I was wondering what you think about him, his personality, his game. What were your first impressions after being with him for a few days?
I think he's super intelligent, and I think that was my first impression of him. He's got a very high IQ. Not only in tennis, just kind of in life. He really thinks before he speaks with everything. So every time he speaks, you want to hear what he has to say, because he really thinks his way through things really well, which, for a really young guy is really impressive. And I think he happens to be a unbelievable talent and have a great form. He just seems like I mean this as a compliment. He just seems like your regular kid that just happens to be really, really good at what he does. And I really enjoy spending time with him. We don't treat him like a rookie because he doesn't feel like a rookie at all. He's a great player and very mature for his age, and just a really, really cool kid.
Okay. Thank you, Reilly. Thanks, Pat.
Yes,